Oh, okay, let's gonna do a lab just to practice loops. So let's gonna try to code this program. So what happened? This program compute the average age of n students. Okay, you display enter 99999 to exit. Enter your age. Enter your age. Enter your age. Enter your age. When you enter 99999, the program is gonna be exit. Then you're going to display the average is, so the average of the ages that you enter. There is another case here. You enter 40, 20, 21. See, this is the same output, right? So, but what's happening if you enter a negative value? So I'm going to try to cover now. I'm going to code it. So it's going to use NetBeans. So we have to display the message is red. See, we have the scanner input, scanner int. Okay, need an integer variable h, right? H, whatever you want. Uh, we're gonna do a loop, right? We need a variable count, right? Count, depending on your coding standard. You need to compute the average, right? So it's gonna be double. Okay, what else? Enter the age. Okay, a variable to compute the addition of the compute the average, you need to compute the sign of the edges, right? Here and um, because you need to add all the edges, and after that, compute the average, right? Uh, that this program compute the average of any. What else? 999 to X out. Now we're gonna display the message. Enter your age. Right? Enter your age. And then we're gonna receive the edge, right? Next, what? Next, int, right? Okay. And now what happened? We need to include the repetition, right? While, let's see that. We're going to stop the loop when something enter 99999. So this is a sentinel value, right? Okay. So when nh while nh different than 9999, you're going to be able to get into the loop, right? So what happened? So we need this message at the beginning. So we need to request the user enter your age, you receive the age, what happened is the user type at the beginning, 99999, right? So if the user, oh, I don't want to do anything, type the sentinel value to stop the loop. So you're going to stop the loop, correct? Okay. If the user enter 21, 21 different than the sentinel value, yes. Okay. What you're going to do? Remember, immediately count plus plus. Why do we need that? Because n count is going to keep the track of the number of repetition, the number of times you're getting into the loop. And why do you need that? Because n count is going to track how many times you enter a valid age, right? So if the user entered 21, 21 different than the sentinel value, yes. So n count, that is 0 now, is going to be 1. We have one student that provide the age. Continue, okay? Then what happened? If this is the correct age, okay, let's gonna accumulate the age. 1 plus what? You're gonna accumulate the ages of the student. So this is a formula. Total equal total plus price. Remember my video? Sum equals sum plus age. So you're gonna accumulate the ages now. Correct? So now you display, enter your age, you receive the age. The age, assume that was 21. 21 different than 99999? Yes. Now in count is 1. We have one student that provides the correct age, and then you accumulate the age. At the beginning, and sum is 0. So 0 plus 21, the sum for now is 21. And now we need to continue the repetition. Oh, so it means that you need to request the user to enter the data again. Okay, so you need to repeat that part, but now inside the loop. Why? Because you need to feed the while loop. So you need to request the user, including the repetition, enter your age. Assume that the user enter now 22. End of the while loop. End of the while loop. 22 is different than 99999. Yes. And count now is going to be 2. Now, what was the value of NSAN? 21. 21 plus, what is the current value of NH? 22, right? So 22 plus 21 is going to be 43, right? So NSAN now is going to be, right? And then what happened? Repetition again. Enter your age. Assume that the user enter now 99999. End of the while loop. Let's go and evaluate the age again. 99999 is different than 9999. False. Continue with your program. Got it? So now that you continue with your programs, it's gonna compute the average because it doesn't make sense to compute the average every time that you receive a new age, right? You compute the average at the end. You compute the average here, you're gonna compute the average every time that you receive a new age. So you're gonna compute the average as many user provide the age. So if you have 5 users, you're gonna compute the average 5 times. Doesn't make sense. You have to accumulate the sum of the ages, right? But the average, you have to compute just when you finish the loop, when you already have NSAN with the addition of all the ages, right? So to compute the average, I need to divide the sum of the ages divided by the number of users that provide the age, right? Which variable is going to tell me how many users enter the data? How many times we get into the loop? which variable is keeping the track of the number of times we are running this loop? And count, right? And count. Okay, now there is a problem. Integer divided by another integer. Oh, Professor, I know how to do that. Just playing casting the last time. Yes. Now, NSAN is going to be 43.0 divided by 2. Got it? Otherwise, okay, let me show you without casting, okay? The average is 30, 21, 22, the average is 21. Why? Integer by another integer is an integer and assigned to a double container. So put the 0, but the result was not correct. So we're gonna add casting. Make sense. It's a double. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Look at this. The average is 21.5. That's perfect, right? So let me put it here. What else? But what happens if you run the program and the user enter your age, negative 21, enter your age, 21, finish. Your average is 0. Something was wrong, right? Correct? Yes, something was wrong. So we need to validate if nh, okay, so let's gonna verify the age. If the age is greater than 0, it means that everything is perfect, right? So if everything is perfect, let's gonna do that. Okay. Now, if there is no case, if there is not a case, what do you have to do? You will have to increment by 1 the number of to keep the track. No, right? So you need to add the age to the sum. No. Oh, but you will have to give you the chance, the user, to enter the new data. Correct? So if you enter -1, you're going to be to the else, and they're going to tell you enter your age again. Right? Well, let's going to see if that works. You run, enter your age, -20, 20, and 21. Oh, it looks that work. Okay, so I hope this video helped you to practice loops. Thank you.